My name's Matthew Cook, and welcome to another edition of That's Not Helping. Man, there is nothing like a holiday. And in these global village one world times, there's one every day. Let me check this out. Yep, see? The UN International Torture Awareness Day. Well, I'm not going to work. I'm going to celebrate. One more step toward peace on Earth. Evolution, baby. I mean, it's true. The Pew Research Center just did a study, and a majority of the world agrees that torture is never justified. Not even with terrorists. And I'm not surprised. I mean, there was that CIA Senate report came out last year, proved our post 9/11 torture did not provide accurate intelligence. I mean, it's common sense. You're going to say anything if you're tortured. And it's humankind at its worst. An eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind, and it makes us no more civilized than those we condemn. There is no country in the 21st century that condones torture, except a few, like the United States. The United States, okay? 58% of us, to be exact, which amazes me because 58% of us also think marijuana should be legalized, and that math doesn't work out. I mean, potheads aren't into torture, they're into snacks and curing cancer. 58% of us also think we need a third political party. 3! Wow, that's like really progressive. There's no way they're into torture. Okay, wait a second. There are 58% of Americans that still have VCRs in their homes. That's who it is. Anyone still using a VCR is from the Stone Ages and thinks torture is reasonable, which mathematically proves something that I've always suspected. America may be over 290% American. Whatever. You do the math. Anyway, apparently torture isn't just good for America's enemies or collateral damage. It's cool at home too, man. The Guardian did a story on a suspected drug dealer who got nabbed by cops in Chicago.
This old warehouse on Chicago's west side is not a typical police facility. In May 2012, Brian Jacob Church traveled to Chicago to protest the NATO summit. Police arrested him on suspicion of terrorism charges, but no one knew where he was taken.
I was in Homan Square for about 17 hours, handcuffed to the bench before I was actually finally allowed to see an attorney.
Then, of course, there's the 81,000 Americans in solitary confinement, which does not rehabilitate, increases mental illness, and their chances of getting rearrested and going back to prison. So as it turns out, in the quest for a more evolved species, one which respects human life and civilized values, we are utterly failing. And so this is what I have to say to you 58% of America still using VCRs. But if you're one of the other 58%, help spread the word, will you please? Let's end torture. It doesn't work. It's totally barbaric. Jesus really didn't mean this when he said turn the other cheek. I mean, I'd like to celebrate this holiday. Imagine trying to enjoy Martin Luther King Day and having racism still be a thing.